Planning a trip to New York with kids? Here's everything you need to know. We must admit that going on a family vacation is a great opportunity to spend quality time together, unplug, and enjoy the present. Indeed, this is especially true if you happen to be in New York City, the city that truly does offer endless possibilities. But before you visit the Statue of Liberty or the enchantment of Roxbury hotels, you need to make a budget for your trip. In addition to figuring out how much money you'll need and how you'll spend it, it's important to have a game plan for the inevitable surprises that may arise on any vacation, especially one with kids. But fear not, in this video, we cover all you need to know about bringing children to New York City without ruining your vacation spirit. New York City is located near the mouth of the Hudson River and includes prominent cities like Manhattan, Long Island, and the infamous Brooklyn. It is a cultural, culinary, theater, and art center that has a lot to offer travelers from all over the world. But what does a trip to New York City truly set you back? On average, a day in the Big Apple can set you back $238, according to recent tourists and residents. This would mean a family of 4 should budget about $7,000 per week. This price sadly excludes the cost of traveling to this wonderful city. New York is the most expensive place to visit in the United States. Hence, it's challenging, but not impossible, to visit New York on a budget. The cost of living in the city is manageable, with decent restaurants and affordable public transportation. However, accommodation and entertainment will be a bit expensive. Now that we covered the financial aspect, let's talk about when in the year to visit the city for the greatest weather and lowest prices. The busiest times of year for tourism in the city are summer, between June and August, and winter, between November to December. This is because of the city's wonderful climate during that time of the year. However, the high population during these times makes the already dense crowds much worse. In contrast, there is a huge decrease in visitors to New York during the winter months of January through March. Since the weather is bad, fewer people are staying at hotels, bringing down their prices. If you want to avoid the crowds and yet enjoy pleasant weather, the best times to visit are late August or late December. New York City, home to almost 8 million people, is not only a major transit hub, but also a worldwide economic powerhouse. That's right, getting to the ideal place is possible in a variety of ways. There are 3 major airports in the city: JFK International Airport, which is used by more than 70 different international and domestic airlines; LaGuardia Airport, which primarily serves domestic destinations, but also receives a few flights from Canada; and Newark Liberty International Airport, which is a hub for both domestic and international flights. Depending on your starting point, visiting this city might be as simple as hopping on a plane, bus, car, or boat. Traveling by air is advised, as it is the preferred mode of transportation due to its many advantages, including safety, speed, and ease of use. We also recommend avoiding travel during peak seasons, like summer and winter school breaks, when prices tend to rise. After planning your vacation to New York, you and your family will need a place to stay while you're there. Prices for New York City hotels start at around $200 per night and go much higher. This is because of the city's robust economy and abundant employment market. Nonetheless, we have compiled a list of some of the finest hotels in New York that we think you won't want to miss. Motto by Hilton New York City, Chelsea. This 42-story hotel is near Madison Square Park and the Flatiron Building. It's roughly a mile from the High Line, Chelsea Market, Times Square, and Greenwich Village. It's also within walking distance of a wide variety of restaurants, nightclubs, galleries, and boutiques, making it a perfect place for tourists to stay. The hotel rooms are also extremely comfortable, coming with blackout curtains, air conditioning, housekeeping, interconnected rooms, room service, and more. Another wonderful hotel to try is the Hard Rock Hotel New York. The Midtown Manhattan Hotel has 36 floors, 446 bedrooms and suites, and all-day dining. Its rooftop bar and lounge offer stunning views of the city skyline. It's also close to Midtown Manhattan favorites like Broadway, Rockefeller Center, and Fifth Avenue shopping. It's also a must-visit for music lovers, as its walls are filled with memorabilia from many renowned musicians who were inspired by New York City. We also recommend you visit the Hampton Inn, Manhattan Times Square. This hotel places guests in the center of the action in Times Square and Broadway, with easy access to the city's best nightlife, shopping, and dining. It also offers convenient access to the Port Authority Bus Terminal, Penn Station, and subway lines that serve Manhattan and the boroughs. If that's not enough, it's near Rockefeller Center, Herald Square, Jacob Javits, and Madison Square Garden. After a hectic day in Manhattan, You can relax in a clean and fresh Hampton bed. Families can even request a high chair or crib for a comfortable stay. New York offers quite a lot of accommodation services to fit the budget and needs of every family, so it's important to do a little research on where you would like to stay and book ahead of your trip to ensure a stress-free trip. Numerous choices exist for getting around the city and experiencing its sights, unless you have your own car, of course. The city's enormous and spectacular public transit system is the most hassle-free and time-efficient option to see the sights all around the place. Subways and buses make up the bulk of New York City's public transit system. There are 5,725 buses and 36 subway lines that link to 472 stops, making it possible to go to almost any part of the city. The subway fare in New York City is $2.75 per trip. Visitors staying longer than a few days can buy an unlimited Metro card for $33 for 1 week or $127 for 1 month. People 65 and older, as well as those with qualifying impairments, can enjoy a half-priced fare. However, to purchase one, you must speak with a station attendant. The city's railway system is quite extensive and can confuse even the locals, so we advise you to use your maps or a Google map. If you're still unsure, use the green button at the stations to speak with an attendant. The city also provides an amazing taxi service that truly gives you the New York experience. You can also get around the city by ferry and by sharing rides and cabs with other visitors. However, our personal favorite is the city's bus system, which provides a wonderful introduction to New York culture to visitors as it takes them around. Better yet, you can take your trip around the city by cycling and walking as you take in its wonderful architecture and culture. New York City is a beautiful center of global culture since it incorporates customs from all around the world, and we hope your visit is as beautiful as the city itself. Sadly, this video has come to an end. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Additionally, why not check out this video on family-friendly restaurants in New York City?